Hello. So this is What If Deku was Inosuke, if you could not tell. And by the way, Deku, by the time that we get to the main story, will have longer hair like this, which, if you think about it, Inosuke should have had longer hair because he was born in the wild. There was no way for him to cut his hair. Like, think, people, think. Yes, I'm bringing the Omni-Man and Mark meme into this because, spoiler alert. But yeah. So, Deku, he will be the son of All Might and Inko. But his hair will still be the blue, well, the black and blue. But, he'll have one for all from a young age. But yeah. But yeah, he was naturally born with one for all. But, All Might, he was a bad father, okay? He was like a drunkard, and like, while this is happening, Deku's like still a baby, and stuff like that. But, it got so bad to where, Inko, she was like running away. And like, All Might was chasing after her. And like, he had cornered her, and then he accidentally, like, stomped too hard. Look, okay, people, what else would I go ahead and do? But yeah. But yeah. And so he had stomped a little too hard, and her and Inko and baby Deku had fallen off. She dies, but miracle, he survives, and a family of boars raises him as their own. And, give me a second. Nope, wrong thing. If you can tell. Watch this. Yes. Because I don't like to do research. But yeah. Load, please, I beg of you. But, yeah. Sorry, but yes, I have to look up beast breathing. Alright. There we go. But, anywho. So, Deku, he's being raised by them, and he beastie. And he has, like, a lot more, like, muscle, because I'm going to say there are, like, a lot of corked, like, wolves and stuff. And, like, they were, like, corked boars that raised them. But, yeah. So he was constantly just... oof. But, yeah, he was constantly, like, training his body and, like, stuff like that. And so, that resort and like more muscle and stuff. And like his body, it knows about one for all, and it still uses it. So he has more muscle. And by the time he was 6, he finds like these 2 pair of like teal katanas, that Inosuke has in the anime. Yes. And he hits them with like a stone. The ridges, my boy. The ridges. But yeah. And he uses essentially like the air pressure from one for all to develop beast breathing. And it's funny because not a lot of people know this, but beast breathing does also increase the user's like strength. But yeah. Spoilers, but yeah. But yeah. So Kiba Uganachi Nuki Ugachi Nuki. But he comes up with the first style of beast breathing and all that good. So yeah. But yeah. And so he constantly is just doing the brush styles. Until like his poor mother gets like really sick from like a disease, and he has to put her down, and then the rest of the Boar fam. Yeah. So yeah. But he continues training until he's like 12. And even then, he still continues training, but yeah. But so one day, he's like cutting down trees for practice. So yeah. But he's cutting down trees for like practice with his swords and stuff. And he has like the boar head on. So yeah. And he does like have Inosuke's fit. Like for real though. He has Inosuke's fit. But these two are for a different video. Cough cough. Do you see this? And by the way, all these 4 photos are one. Yeah, they're all one video. But let's get back to the main thing. But so Deku, he's training, he vibing, and this girl, she's training her quirk. Controlling objects, moving through them, stuff like that. And you'll go and be like, who is this chick with the ghost type quirk-ish? I'll tell you. It's... Huh? Not that Rico. There we go. But Quirk Poltergeist. But Reiko Yanagi, she's in class 1B. Here, let me just spruce it up a little. Come on. Sheesh. But question mark since when? But okay, Shinzo, go get some. My boyo. Excuse me, how do you move your body that way? But anywho, yeah. But yeah. I was like, let's just get rid of the But anywho. So but she's just like training and stuff. And then like this man, he hopping from tree to tree. And he's just like hanging on one. Like how Spider-Man hangs on like a wall. He says, "Who are you?" And she just see this man with two blades just tucked in on his sides. And she's just like scared because she sees the boar head and she's like, "Are you some sort of villain?" He's like, "Huh? What's that?" Because keep in mind, this man's education is garbage. Like, bruh. Yeah, by the way, he has immortality, because why not? Because, yeah, I'm going to say that's what, no, we're going to call his quirk Immortal Power. So it's like a combination of One for All and Inko's quirk. And Inko's quirk in this one is Immortality. So, like, if he dies, he comes back 100 times stronger each time. And I'm going to say he's already died 100 times. So his power level is 100,000. But yeah. So, Deku, this man, he just leaps down and she sees like how tall he is. Man's chilling at 7'1". He says, like I asked, "Who are you and where'd you come from?" And she's just saying her like, "Nigga." This big body nigga just in her way, bruh. Like, what you think finna happen? He's like, "Alright then, fight me, we'll see who's the best." Cause inosuke personality. And she's like, "I really don't wanna fight." He's like, "Too bad, fight me. We'll see who's better." And she's like, "Alright." And she like uses her quirk, goes inside of his body. And she like sees like his flaming will. And she gets scared and like hops out and she's like, like just crying, just like, "Why? Why are you so headstrong?" Just like crying, just like, you know those funny anime crying Ghibli tears. But Yeah. She's like crying though, and he's like, too much for you, and he's just standing there like this, menacingly. And she's like, so what do you look like without that boar hat on? Or are you a quirked animal? And he just takes off the boar mask. Boom! And she's just like, anime nosebleed. And he looks at the ground under her, and he's like, why is the ground suddenly wet all of a sudden? I didn't know it was going to rain. And she's just like, tucks her legs. Wipes off her nosebleed, and she's like, well, nice seeing you. And he's like, whatever, bye. But, time skip to, let's make you a college. But, so she, like, constantly comes to the forest hoping she'll see this nigga again. She never does, because this man is just, he built different. But, he always on the move training. And then, a flyer just, like, pops into the woods one day. He's like, UA, me go find out what this is. He, like, goes to the UA entrance exam. He's like, And he, like, has the boar hat on. And he's just like, okay, me walk in. But he speaks, like, normal sentences, though. But, yeah. He walks in. And he, like, sits down, and everybody's just staring at him, like, what's with this big body nigga? Like, to a peck of abs, no shirt on, showing off, and all the ladies just over there looking at him, like, excuse me? Like, can I get a piece? And then, like, Hiroko, she comes in, like, after him, and she, like, sees the, like, boar ears, and she's like, huh? Is it him? She, like, walks down, she sees it's him, and he's taking a nap. Like, he went straight up, night, nigga. And then, like, I'm going to say Mirako was, like, fighting a villain. Who cares who it is? But, they, like, burst through the door, and then, like, she apprehends him. She's like, haha, I'm clearly the best here, villain. And Deku, he's just like, best, she says. I say, let's put it to the test. He hops up, he, like, crouches on the chair, like, what it looks like, and, like, Spider-Man crouches, but, like, and then, like, launches off up into the air, grabs his 2 katanas. Excuse-moi. Yes, hello. Breathing styles have relationships. Excuse me. But, he uses Nino Kiba Kirisaki, which second thing, rip and tear, cough cough. But yeah, he slashes in like an X. And then she like barely dodges, and like she has a nice little cut like on her cheek. And she's like, excuse-moi, like, he says, third thing, devour. And she's like, what? This man's coming for her throat, bruh. But, anywho, he says, しのきばきりこまざき. But, diagonal double slashes, bruh. Go no kiba kuriku hiruzaki. But he's slicing everything in all directions, bruh. This man don't care. Any can catch the smoke, and like 1,000 heroes, they just pop up and they like try to apprehend this man. This man's just beating me up, living crap out of them all, and like this man, he kicks All Might in the face, and I was just like, ow, 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 ow. And All Might, he did feel sad that he lost his only child. But, he had another one with another lady. Izumi. Cough, cough. Izumi is born. And then, like, Izumi, she was there to, like, take the test and stuff. She's sort of like a mob psycho, so essentially Tatsumi in a nutshell. Well, Tatsumaki in a nutshell. But yeah. And so, Deku, he's just slice, dice. And then, he just straight up starts a body and niggas. He puts his swords in the ground and he just starts throwing hands. Like, this man, Ultra Instinct, dodges All Might's like flurry of punches, kicks that man's legs out from under him, axe kick into the ground, punches Miracle in the stomach because she was trying to kick him, and then backflip, lands on Izumi's shoulders, leaps off of them, puts her into the ground, and then hops on like Snipe's shoulders, like crisscross applesauce, puts his legs on this man's neck, backflips him, puts that nigga on the ground, hits his pressure point in that man's neck. That man's gone. Slumber. And then he hops over to this random hero, and he just starts like flurry, punch, 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 punch. But, and then he uses the 9th Fang, so he dislocates his arms, and is straight up, bop, 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 increased range, nigga, don't, roundhouse, that's 3 of them, punch, in the no-nos, well, in the dick, but, yeah, I'm trying to be a better friendly. What a nasty word. Family friendly. Ugh, that word is horrible. But, and then he just straight up, this man's wildin', and then he picks up his swords, and, out of nowhere, he says, sun breathing, which I know Inosuke doesn't have a sun breathing, but I'm just going to give it to this man anyway, because sun breathing's dope. Because, yeah, and, like, both of his blades turn, like, bright red, like the color of the freaking sun, and just boom. everybody got decapitated in Abbott. And this man, he says, Thunder God's wrath. This man, which I'm pretty sure would be Raijin Kunokara. I can't remember. But anywho, so this nigga, he just a thunderclap, bop, puts both of his swords on his sides, and he's like, I love how all of you said you were stronger. I'm clearly the strongest. And then, like, midnight, she pops up out of nowhere, and, like, she tries to, like, make the man fall asleep, and he's like, nice bust. And that was, like, in her ear, and she just, like, blushes, because she's, like, fresh out of UA, I'ma say. This man slides under her, gets a peek, and he's like, decent. Backflip, axe kick on shoulder, dislocation, wraps legs around neck, boom, plants her head into the ground, twists both of her ankles so she cannot walk. This man is built different. He just is like wimps. Like GG, easy. Just that one person. But yeah. But this nigga, he's just like, got him. But yeah, so this man, he just straight up just looks at them like dead in the eyes. Bruh, it's funny how Inosuke is the only person that uses beast breathing and nobody else does. But, like, other people have used, like, all the other breathing styles. But then again, this man developed it himself. Like, this man's built different. But, anywho. And then, like, I'm going to say, there was, like, a kid who had, like, a, javelin quirk, so he could, like, create javelins and stuff out of his hands, and he, like, shoots one and impales Deku through the chest. He's like, he, like, just gets hit with, like, multiple of them. He's like, I'm stronger than All Might. I mean, I was able to take him down, right? Where's my hero license? Deku, he's just standing there with all of them in. He says, finally somebody did some damage. This nigga turns around, he's like, nigga, excuse me. Like, and then, like, Deku, he just shows up on this man, he's like, I like pears. And he's like, huh? Bop, 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 bada, bop, boom. Pow! Man's career ended. Done. Sayonara. Hasta la vista, baby. Mission accomplished. There will be no next time. Like, excuse me. And he was just sitting there like, my Black Air Force energy reigns supreme. And he's just like, no one will ever touch me. And then he, like, takes off the boar mask. He's like, yes. Built different, I shall remain. And everybody's just here like, Why does that big body nigga look so handsome? No, nigga. Cause the long hair, bruh. And all the ticks, they were just like, nosebleed. He just looks at the floor and he says, why is it so wet in here? All girls just immediately close their legs. Excuse me? But yeah, so this man, he's just like, yes, remain supreme. Just like sits on all of their bodies, and then like this random guy, he tries to like punch him, and he just like flicks the guy's head. The guy gets knocked out again. He says, yes, Black Air Force energy. I love having it. And then, like, everybody's just sitting there like, nigga, you do too much. But, Nezu, he walks out and he's just like, nigga, you wanna join? He says, yeah, that's why I came here. He says, alright, what's your name? He says, Inosuke Hashibara. He's like, okay. And like, he like woke up and he heard like Inosuke Hashibara, and I'm going to say that Hashibara was Inko's last name, and she named Deku Inosuke. So, yeah. This man, he straight up is like, and then like falls asleep, then nigga went night. But, Deku, he was just chilling, just like, yeet. But, this nigga, he goes, time skip, 2 weeks, first day UA. Nigga walks in, he ain't wearing that uniform, he wearing the usual fit, bruh. The usual. Or nah, nigga, you know what I'm gonna say? He's like, he still has long hair, but he's wearing like the boar thing on the back, because he randomly found it. Because, yeah. And he's like just like chilling with the boar thing on the side. And everybody's just like, nigga, I'm feeling a little gay. And the girls are just like, horny hours are here. And this man, he just smells like saltiness, and he's just like, why is it so salty in here? And it's just like all the boys just like, why does he get all the girls? Also, why am I feeling this sudden sensation of arousal? It's just like, why is it saltier than the ocean? He's just questioning why it's so salty. And he's just like, yes. Salt. It goes nice on steak. But, he walks into 1A. He's like the first person to get there. He sits down. He takes like the pin like out of his hair and off, like falls down like this. And like I was just like, hey girl, put a shirt on. And he's like, nigga, excuse me? And he hears like a deep voice, and he's like, nigga, what? He looks up and he's like, oh, it's a guy. It's a guy. He's like, what's your name? Inosuke Hashibara. He's like, yes, the nigga with Black Air Force energy on 10K. Like, that caught everybody lacking in 4K. He's like, yep. Caught all them niggas lacking. Like, got me tripping. But, anywho. Also, guys, sorry for my, like, congestion. Cause, yeah, I'm built different. But, yeah. And so, Deku, this man, he just sits down, takes a nap, and then, like, Todoroki, he comes in, he sees the guy without a shirt on and not wearing the UA uniform, and he's like, why does he get to wear what he wants? His stupid dad. But, Deku, he's just like, salty. He says that out loud. And, like, Todoroki thinks he's awake, and he's like, what'd you say? He says, salt. Nice on steak. And he's just sitting there, just like, you talking to me, you imbecile? He's like, yes. Just roasting this man while in his sleep. He took it to a whole new level. I'm on a new level. Yes, back to what a good smell. But anywho, Deku, this man built different, okay? Like, I'm gonna be honest. But, he roasting this man. And then, like, Momo, she walks in, and she's like, oh, hey. And she just, like, hears Deku just roasting this man in his sleep, and she's like, you know he's asleep, right? He's like, this nigga's asleep? Excuse me? And she's just like, yeah, he's asleep. And Todoroki, he's just like, I was getting my cheeks drilled by a nigga who was asleep. Excuse me? And she's like, wait, what? And he's like, what I mean is, this man was roasting me. He caught me on 4K. He caught me lacking. Like, this man was packing. And I ain't just talking about heat. This man brought the charcoal. He brought the grill. He brought the chicken, aka me. Started roasting it like it was rotisserie. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to mention this. If you see this video, like, follow, subscribe. I mean, not follow. Like, subscribe, and comment. Please, it really does wonders. But, yeah. That and cough, I have to pay the bills somehow. But, yeah. So, Deku, he honestly just don't care. He's sleeping. He finna start sleeping on niggas too. Night, nigga. But, anywho. This man, he like wakes up when everybody's like there. And forget what I said, he's wearing the boar hat. And they're like all introducing themselves, and he's like, man, what? Quit being so loud. And they all just hear his voice, and they're all just like, excuse me. And he gets up and he says, oh, introductions, I guess. He takes off the boar hat, and they all just see this man, and they're like, I'm honestly dumbstruck. And, like, all the girls, they just huddle around him, and they just like, hey, yo, boy, can I get your number? He's like, nah, I'm good. And like all the girls, they just like, eh. And like the one that didn't swarm around him, Jiro, cause yes, Sundare's, Sundare's my boy. It's amazing. But yeah. And he says, now her I can get behind. He just like points at Jiro and she's like, me? He's like, yep. Whatever, dummy. And she's calls him a dummy. He's like, yep. He walks over to her, picks her up bridal style, and he's like, dibs. And all the boys are just like, nigga, excuse me? He says, dibs. And they're all just sitting there like, nutty. Like, excuse me? And y'all, I could have sworn I did like a betrayed Deku, but maybe it didn't upload. Let me know if I did in the comments and it just decided to disappear on me. But anywho, the fitness test. This man, he's just chilling, and he says, "Doof," just throws it. Automatic infinity. He's like, yep. And in everything, he gets infinity, except for the race, which, dear God, I don't know how many zeros I should put. Like, it's somewhere between infinity and 9 sets of infinity. Well, technically, infinity's not a number, it's a concept, but you get my drift. But, yeah. And, but yeah, Deku, he scores first. And like, all the boys are just jealous, and they're like, this man got first. This man got a nice bod, chilling with the 12-pack over here. He got the girls, got the looks. What does this nigga not have? And he pipes in and he's just like, an education. And they're all just like, what you mean you don't have no education? He's like, I'm an idiot, put it foremost. And they're like, how? And he's like, I was raised in the wild, dummy. He's like, come on, just ask me a meth question. And they were like, it's math, not meth. He was like, yeah, whatever, meth. And they were just like, and then like a guy in the white van just pulls up and he's like, here you go. He's like, oh, is this math? And he's like, this is meth. And he's like, no, meth is numbers. Math is drugs. And he's just like, how do you function? Like, please elaborate. Tell me, how do you function? And he's like any other human, wildly sporadic. Pack it, yeah. Pick it, Ricky, stick it, yeah. But yeah. And so Deku, he goes and he just chilling, first place, but training. Yes. And like Bakugo, he's constantly saying he's the best. And like Deku's always just like, alright, fine then. Square up, nigga. Square up, you about to get just 360. I like pears, my nigga. Like, square up. And then it's just like, if the nigga get crisscross, it ain't my fault. But yeah, battle training. So, Deku, this nigga, he's just like, hey, can I go up against the entire class? And the entire class is just like, sure, we're gonna beat the ever-living crap out of you, though. But, this nigga, dear God, he started crisscrossing everybody. Like, everybody was catching their hands. And I mean everybody. But, yeah. Sorry. And so, Deku, he's here just like, try me. And everybody's just sitting there like, nope, we're good. They, like, nobody wants to touch this man. Like, nobody wants to bother him. Like, at all. He's just like, come on. You know, you wanna. And they're all just like, no, we don't. Like, got me tripping. He's like, pimp blood crippin'. But, yeah. And so, Deku, he's just like, y'all will never, and I mean never, come close to me. And he's just like, nigga, I don't trust it. He's just sitting there like, I don't trust it. But, so, Deku, this nigga, he finna crisscross everybody. And I mean everybody. And, like, Todoroki tries to freeze this man's feet. This man jumps up in the air. Axe kick. Got him. Backflip. Lands on Uraraka's shoulders. Hits her up with a 42-piece to the head. Hops down. He starts crisscrossing almost everybody. Like, bruh, this man's just built different. It ain't even funny. But, yeah. So, this nigga, the gods of crisscross have started to continue. So this nigga, he just, if I'm being honest, this man just, he crisscrossing. Like, there's no easier way to put it. He crisscrossing. It's just that simple. Watch this. But yeah, that's, if I'm being honest, that's what he doing. But and so he just punches Bakugo in the throat. That man went straight. Tap out, done. And then like Suyu, she wrapped her like tongue around his arm. And then like he like fully grabbed it with his hand. And he like just Broly, crisscross, flip flop, throwing her around like a ragdoll, cough cough, bob. And then like threw her into a building. Hops up, kicks Jiro in the face. He says, "Oh, sorry." And he's just like, kisses her forehead. And he's like, "Better." Faint. Like, bruh, blood loss. But yeah. And so Deku, he's just here just like, got him. I want to speed up. But Deku, this man just built different. But yeah. But so Deku, he just proceeds and continues to mark everybody in class 1A. Like, I'ma be honest. This nigga legit was asking for all of the smoke.
Chtěl bys trochu medoviny?
Nobody cares. He styled on all of class 1A, and it's quite simple. You just styled on them all. And like Deku, I call him Deku, but we don't know what his name is. That nigga, the goat, cough cough. Confirm. Bruh, I cannot wait to fully max out this nigga. This is gonna be fun. But anywho. So he is just like, ha, done. Standing on top of a pile of bodies with only like one scuff mark. And that was dirt, bruh. Only thing they got on him. Dirt. Oh yeah, by the way, if you play Rise of Clans, join my alliance. We are MF8B. It's me and my friend Macadaka. He's the leader, but I'm the co-founder. I am the saint. And I am a rank 4 officer. with 108,000 power. And this game is really nice and easy and fun. But one of our rules was be at least 50,000 power. But as you can see, not a lot of people were listening to our little rule. But we're fine with that. But yeah. But 4 million, just wow, just 4 million, bruh. But so Deku, he's just standing there, Aizawa in astoundment. But yeah. And this is where I'm gonna end this video off. I'm gonna call my guys. We finna play. But yeah. Everybody, good night. This is your eternal damnation. Signing off. Well, yeah, but don't make me turn Super Saiyan Rose on you and then style on you with the Kamehameha. But bye.